As complex as we are, supercomputer brains, eternal souls, really complicated systems. There's just so much going on. But if you look underneath everything, a lot of what drives our behavior primarily is avoiding pain, moving away from pain, and moving towards pleasure. And so if a person on drugs and or alcohol, if their motivation, if they're linking like a 10 out of 10 pleasure to drinking and a 1 out of 10 pain to it, there's no intervention in the world that's going to stop them because they're barely getting any negative consequences, barely any pain from it. That's how I was when I first started partying, when I was in my, probably early 20s, maybe 21, 22. I was never a big drinker. But at that age, in my new, ID to be able to go to bars and my new friend group, then all of a sudden I really enjoyed it. Back then, I loved drinking. It made me so confident, so energized, so euphoric, so happy. We'd have so much fun, just amazing. And at that age, with the really healthy liver, I hadn't been abusing it for long. I did a bunch of weed since I was 15, but, I was really healthy, surfing a lot, swimming, hacky sack, bike riding, skateboarding. So I wouldn't get hangovers. I'd wake up feeling great at that age after heavy nights of drinking. There was no way any intervention would have got me to quit. I was loving it. But then as time goes on, for some people, it happens in weeks or months. For most people, it probably takes a year or several years or a decade or longer for some people. Eventually, the positive benefits and go down, the negative consequences go up. Then at that point, shit starts to hit the fan. Wait, now the negative consequences outweigh the positive benefits. Now alcohol and or drug use has a net deficit, is putting a net deficit towards their quality of life. At that point, typically people's intrinsic motivation will go up higher. And then it's just all about, if they're still stuck at that point, that's when it's time to hammer home, write a list of all the different incentives that they can create for themselves. Being intentional. How many people wake up and just kind of live in reaction throughout the day and, go on their phone and they know certain few things they have to do and do them. But how many people wake up each day and start the day visualizing a really crisp, clear picture of what they would like their life to look like, what they would like their health and their emotions and their relationships and their career, finances, business, relationship with their kids, recreation, traveling. How many people even write down a paragraph on that and look at it every day? How many people write a whole page, review it every morning, close their eyes and feel the feelings of what that future vision is like? That's like the meta habit of all habits right there. It's a meta habit because you do that every single morning and it activates the reticular activating system in your brain, which is like a heat-seeking missile, to search for everything, the people, the situations, the experiences, the books, the ideas, the concepts, the foods, everything that's going to help you achieve that vision without programming your subconscious and your reticular activating system, the RAS or RAS. You're just living life like, I think Jim Rohn put it this way before. Imagine a big, huge ship out at sea that has no goal or destination, and that's just floating out there. That's what the majority of people in the world are doing. They're a ship out in the middle of the sea. There's no compass. They haven't set the sail to any outcome, to any destination. Oh my gosh, that makes it so much harder. That was the majority of my life. Well, a large portion of my life, until when I was 32, started to learn from Tony Robbins and Wayne Dyer, and then eventually, now by this point, thousands of people. And that's still one of the skills that I use on a very daily or consistent basis.